Hey everyone, I know contouring has been such a huge trend lately, so I'm going to be sharing some of my tips and tricks that I didn't really share on the last video when I kind of showed you how I contour. I have actually so much more tips to share with you folks, so I'm going to be doing that today. If you want to know how I contour my face and some just little tips and tricks that you can use to do yours, just keep watching this video. Now, this is just a warning to let you know not to apply foundation if you plan to cream contour. I made that dumb mistake of doing it because I didn't want my face to be naked on camera. And at the end, it does look kind of cakey, and I don't mind cakey, but this was pretty cakey. So if you are going to cream contour, be sure to use a foundation with really minimum coverage or don't use any foundation at all. I'm going to be showing you how I contour using cream products. The first product is Amazing Cosmetics in Deep Golden. The second one is LA Girl Pro Concealer in Classic Ivory. And the last one is Kat Von D in Light 18. Now I'm just briefly showing you where I'm going to apply each of these different products. Different tone of products will be applied at different places of the face. First, I'm going to be taking the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Classic Ivory. What I love about this is it's so cheap, but it has its own built-in applicator. Now, it does take a while for the product to come out, and that's basically what happened. I was squeezing it, and I didn't want to squeeze it too much, but nothing was coming out at the same time. But anyway, just be careful when choosing your color. I do have a shade that's pretty light compared to my skin tone, but I really like that really white, intense under eye concealer look, so I don't mind it at all. I'm going to be applying this in an upside down triangle. The placement of this product is pretty important because it's really going to help shape your face. I do bring it pretty low because I don't have prominent cheekbones, so I really use this to really help highlight my face. Next, I'm going to be taking the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Concealer in the shade Light 18. I'm going to first apply the product to the back of my hand, that way I can use a brush to pick it up and place it on my face. I'm going to be using a foundation brush, and I'm going to first apply it on the bridge of my nose and take it up to my forehead. Now, if you want your forehead to look smaller, you're going to apply more of the darker color and less of the lighter color. If you want it to look bigger, you're going to apply more of the lighter color and less of the darker color. You want to be sure to use a product with more yellow undertones because that's going to really help highlight your face. Now, just remember, anywhere you want to bring forward, you're going to apply the lighter color, and anything you want to just shadow out and appear slimmer, you're going to apply the darker color. I'm next going to apply this highlighter on the top of my lip and on the side of my lips, just make it look a little bit more fuller and just more voluptuous. Now, this next step is not required, but like I said, I don't have prominent cheekbones, so I really have to just chisel them out. So I'm going to be applying this lighter color underneath where I'm going to be applying the darker color, and this is just going to help bring more emphasis to the cheekbones. I'm also going to be placing more underneath my eye. This is going to help highlight your face, while the pink undertones from the LA Girl Pro Concealer is going to help cancel out the under eye circles. Next, I'm going to be taking the Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer in the shade Deep Golden. Now, a little really does go a long way, so just be careful when squeezing it out. Now, I'm going to be taking a foundation brush as well. It's pretty similar to the previous brush, but just smaller. I'm going to be applying this on the side of the highlight on my nose. And just remember, if you want your nose to appear smaller, bring your lines closer together. And if you want it to appear wider, bring your lines farther apart. I'm going to also apply this product underneath my nose to just really make it look more pointy, and I don't know, I feel like I like that look better. Next, I'm going to be applying this product also underneath my lip to make it look fuller. And like I said, you naturally can't see my cheekbones, so you really want to feel it out. Even if you can't see it, you can't just build your own. You really want to work with what you have. Another tip is lining up your brush from the top of your ear to the side of your lip. and then you just want to place it underneath your cheekbone. Now remember to keep majority of the product by your ear, and as you get closer towards the center of your face, to fade it out. You do not want to bring the product too close to your lip. And make sure that your contour lines are lined up. Next, you're going to take the product higher up on your face, on the top of your forehead, on the sides of your forehead, and just bring it towards the center of your face, keeping the darkest color closest to your hairline. I also don't have a prominent jawline, so I'm going to really chisel that out as well by applying the darker color on my jawline and bringing it towards my chin. And I really like a prominent chin, so I'm going to contour my chin as well by applying the darker colors on the sides, underneath, and then just applying the lighter color in the center. Next, I'm going to be using a damp beauty blender to just blend it into my skin. You want to be sure to start with the lighter color and the pointier side, and then work your way to the darker color. And for the darker color, you're going to be using the rounder side. Now, you want to be sure to be using the pressing motion to press it into your skin. If you are using a color that's a little too light and a little too dark, you can use a sweeping motion to kind of pick up a little product and and to help it blend it in. But if you're using a color that's pretty close to your skin tone, I would suggest just dabbing it and pressing the product into your skin. Now, I'm going to be setting everything with powder after, so that's okay if everything's not completely blended, because when I use the brush and set everything, it'll eventually just look flawless. When it comes to powder products, for my lighter skin tone people, I would suggest the chocolate Soleil, and for the medium to darker skin tone people, I would suggest the Balm, Bahama Mama. Those two products have really gray undertones, which will help chisel out your face. Just remember, anything with orange undertones is not going to really help contour, but it's going to just bring more color to your face. Now, if you are new to contouring, I wouldn't suggest getting a color that's too dark compared to your skin tone, because once you place that product on, there is no going back. If you place something that's similar, well, not similar, but closer to your skin tone, you're able to build the product to the intenseness that you want. Now, your nose contour is probably going to be the hardest thing to do, so I would suggest using your finger to just dab everything in and press it into your skin, and then just use the beauty blender after to blend everything together. Now, you don't need anything fancy. You don't need fancy products. I know the Nurse Eater brush sounds tempting to get to make it easier to contour, and yes, it would be great to have, but those things cost money and you don't need that fancy stuff. You can get away with using your same brush that you use to apply your blush, and your tools can just be used for multiple things. And how great would that be? All I suggest is getting two different types of brushes. When it comes to bristles, you want one that's more compact and one that's looser. The compact is going to place the product. The one that's looser is just going to help blend everything together. And just remember, although I mentioned the Balm, Bahama Mama, and the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, you don't need those products. You could use foundation, you can use concealer, you can use whatever you may have. Just remember, two shades lighter, two shades darker, and that's not all you need to go. You can go more, but the more lighter and darker you go, the more intense your contour will be. And voila, this is the final look after applied the powder products. And that's all I have for today. Please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe and stick around for more videos. Until next time, bye.